Why are some men considered losers while others get to enjoy a great time filled with success on earth? Is there anything which separates the two kinds? They both bleed red and have 24 hours in a day. So what is it that determines who gets all the fruits available and who doesn't? It's a simple answer. Habits. Habits can be labeled the sole decider of how far a person goes in life. If your habits don't align with your vision and what you dream for yourself in the future, you'll find it extremely difficult and borderline impossible to reach those levels. But if you possess habits which makes you excel in life, you'll go farther than 95% ever do. The fact that you're watching this video shows that you are keen on reaching that level. If you want something bad enough, you find a way to get it, and then put in the work. Number 1. Strong mornings. The first essential thing to improve in your life is how you start your day. Whenever your alarm rings, you have two options: get up straight or hit snooze. As a wise man once said, if you snooze, you lose. Next, a lot of people get up, and the first thing they do is check their phone, go through their socials, reply to messages. Not only do a lot of people do this, almost all people do it. This is the worst way for you to start your day. During the start of your day, your aim should be to build a strong, positive mind frame that carries you brilliantly through the rest of your day, helping you be the most productive you can. When you go through your phone, you automatically interrupt your natural train of thought and let others on the internet influence it. And I'm sure you know, there's a lot of madness online. With that as your first exposure, you're setting up your mind up to lose. Instead, you could utilize the first 2 hours of you waking up to significantly aid the rest of your day. How could you do this? By accomplishing your most grueling task of the day when your energy levels are unaltered and topped up. You could also choose to journal during this time, work out, or work on a side hustle. The main thing is, you need to personalize your mornings. Your mornings should just be you, nobody else. Once you start getting this head start for the day, you'll be breezing through the rest of it. Number 2. Stop being overly available. The thing which turns a lot of decent, good men into sheer losers is their constant availability. You can call them whenever you want, and they'll always be at your disposal. It makes you wonder, don't they have anything else to be doing? If you think you might be one of this kind of person, you need to first start valuing your time more. Always saying yes to everything shows that you lack a purpose and nothing else you'd rather be doing than what was proposed to you. This spineless behavior is what makes you a loser. The excess of anything makes it lose its value. That goes for you too. The more you are available, the lesser your worth is. Instead of saying yes to everything, saying yes to every mindless hangout or party there is, learn to say no and prioritize something else. Get yourself genuinely busy if you have a lot of free time. Do whatever serves your purpose and brings you closer to your vision. Number 3. Start being decisive. The truth about men who can be considered real men, and not no soy boy, is that they aren't afraid of taking hard decisions. They don't waste time pondering over the same facts and trying to understand the unseen. They simply think hard for a point, make a decision, and then stick with it constantly. As the saying goes, think a million times before making a decision, but once you've made it, stick with it. When the facts and the reality changes, a decision can be revised to fit the requirement. But initially, the most important thing is to decide a course of action and carry it out. Being decisive is a great show of confidence and high self-esteem. Always try to push yourself and decide fast when you must make a decision. Don't waste time overthinking scenarios. Spend more time in the action instead of overanalyzing and tormenting yourself in search of flawlessness. It simply doesn't exist. Number 4. Learn to sacrifice. Nothing in life comes without sacrifice. If you can't stop playing video games or wasting time with friends who don't aid your purpose, you must part ways in order to chase what you want. You can't say to yourself you want something, whether it's a high-ranked job or top grades, without sacrificing something in return for it. You only get as much back as you sacrifice. And sacrifices aren't easy to make. That's why it's called what it's called. a sacrifice. Letting something that is meaningful to you go for something better in return. Most people who can't sacrifice are the losers who die for instant gratification. For them, the short term is more important than the long term. And that's what's going to come back and haunt them later on. Number 5. Discipline. The only thing that you get rewarded for in human society is discipline. Think about it. Most people who earn a lot in work are those who studied for years to get to that point. They were disciplined towards something, and that made them reach the heights they did. Not just academics, but look at sportsmen and musicians too. The good ones are those who are highly consistent, and consistency comes from discipline and repetition. The rock star scenes in your life maybe play for 5% of your lives. The other 95% of it, you need to remain disciplined to not stray away from your end goal. Discipline doesn't just have to be gigantic strides, it also shows in some basic, mundane daily activities, especially chores. It's all about just showing up to the work and getting your job done. If there's any habit that's worth picking up in life, it's discipline. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like and comment your thoughts on the matter. Make sure you subscribe, as we have a lot more videos coming out which will elevate your status in life. With that said, see you all soon.